Home Fest 14 is coming up on March 1st at the Greenville Convention Center. One of our business is Stalling Storage, who's also one of our sponsors for the Dream Kitchen giveaway. So you'll have a mobile unit. The winner will have a mobile unit coming to their home to help store the items for the winner. Eddie, what will you see at your booth for Home Fest 14?
Well, we'll physically have a unit on premises, an 8x15, the large unit that we rent mostly. My manager, Buddy Boyd, will be there. He'll be able to explain to you what you can put in it, how it works. But in essence, we sell convenience. We'll bring it to your site, allow you to fill it, either bring it back and store it or leave it on your site and then bring it back when you're empty. So that's what we sell. We also have mini storage units from various sizes. So that's what we have to offer, and it'll be on display at the Home Fest.
Perfect. So come out to Home Fest 14 on March 1st from 9 to 5, and you can visit with Eddie Stallings and other businesses at Home Fest 14.
At the law firm of Hardy & Hardy, we don't simply take cases.
We take your case personally.
I've been in several car accidents, and each time I've turned to Hardy & Hardy for help. They are honest, hardworking, and dependable. I've been satisfied with the conclusion of each case, and I would recommend Wayne and Charles Hardy to my family and friends.
You matter to us.
Protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Tax time is new car time at Greenville Toyota. Bring us your tax refund and we'll match your refund up to $4,000 towards a new Toyota. That's right, if you've got a refund, you've got a down payment and we'll match it up to $4,000. Your $4,000 becomes $8,000 with the Greenville Toyota match. Need credit? Come see us. Our goal is 100% credit approval. And who will give you more for your trade? Guaranteed? Greenville Toyota. Plus, with the Greenville Toyota Advantage, you save money and time. Use your tax refund as your down payment because tax time is new car time at Greenville Toyota.
Join the Pirates this season as baseball and softball swing for the fences in their last CUSA season. An action-packed baseball season ticket starts at $100 and features Ohio State plus in-state rivals NC State and North Carolina. Your $30 softball season ticket includes 7 series and is the best deal in town. Order your season ticket today by calling 800-DIAL-ECU or visit ECUPirates.com. Join us at the ballpark this spring at ECU.
Track from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true, yeah.
Cable 7 and 103.7 WTIB present Talk of the Town with Henry Hinton. News, sports, and community information and everything that's going on around town. Now, with Talk of the Town, here's your host, Henry Hinton.
All right, welcome in. It's Talk of the Town Tuesday. Good to have everybody here. Trying to get organized. Here we go. All right, coming up this hour, we have a couple of guests coming in to talk about a big event in town on Friday night. If you hadn't gotten your tickets for this yet, there's going to be a very special Meet the Pirates event. Listen to the lineup of former East Carolina folks coming in for this event coming up on Friday night. This is being sponsored by Sport Ministries, and there are only 400 tickets available. It's going to be at the Murphy Center at ECU at 6 o'clock Friday night. Listen to who's going to be there. Former ECU Pirate and NFL stars like Chris Johnson coming back making, I think this will be one of the first public appearances Chris Johnson's made in Greenville since he became an NFL superstar, won't it?
4245.
What was that again?
424540.
What?
Jeff Blake will be here. So Chris Johnson of the Tennessee Titans, Jeff Blake, formerly of the Cincinnati Bengals, New York Jets, and Baltimore Ravens. He finished his career with the Ravens, I think. He didn't really.
Coach Carr proudly said the Baltimore.
He really was. He really was a superstar with the Shake and Blake. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
In Cincinnati. Also here Friday night, Dwayne Harris of the Dallas Cowboys. Vontae Leach of the Baltimore Ravens, formerly of the Houston Texans. I don't know where these guys currently are playing, but they're still playing. Willie Smith. Isn't he with San Diego?
Where Willie is.
Sorry, I have to blow. If not, there'll be a somewhat soggy microphone.
Ew.
I'm sorry. I've got post-nasal drip.
Post-nasal drip. Oh, yeah. Well, Willie Smith is
not
with
for radio
the Chargers.
audience.
You're correct about that.
Yeah, Willie Smith. He's with the San Diego. Brian Remph. These are former players. Brian Remph, Terrence Copper, and Vincent Smith will be there at the Murphy Center Friday night. Current ECU head coach Ruffin McNeil. And listen to this. Former ECU head coach Steve Logan making an appearance on Friday night at this event and speaking.
Yeah.
The newest member of the ECU Hall of Fame. So if you missed Coach Logan's speech when he was accepted into the Hall of Fame, because that was not open to the public, this is open to the public. You can come out and see Coach Logan. He's going to be here in town. In fact, the text that I received from Coach Logan is, if you are not there, we're no longer friends.
So I take it you will be attending.
I'm going to try to get there. I don't know. We'll see. I did buy tickets. I did make my donation to SportWorks because I really believe in what Chuck Young does. And so Chuck's going to be here in a little bit this morning, and I believe Mike Amat's coming with him this morning. Mike, of course, is the owner of One Source Communications, and Mike is the marquee sponsor for this thing. Again, it's 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock at the Murphy Center at the football stadium on Friday night. It's the special Meet the Pirates event. Tickets are available. I believe one ticket is $150. Keep in mind, you get dinner, but you get to meet all these players and coaches, and you need to get to hear them speak. But keep in mind, SportWorks Ministries is a great cause. It's something that Chuck started years ago here at ECU. It's a ministry for the ECU athletes. And he doesn't get, the only funding that he gets is private donations. And so I plan to be there Friday night, and we'll have more information about that and some ticket information coming up. All right, 11 minutes after 8. Also this hour, a chance to win in the Dream Kitchen giveaway. And we're very close now. A week from Saturday, the Home Fest 14 event at the Greenville Convention Center. Carly, are you going to make an appearance at Home Fest?
I have not heard yet. It'll be a surprise.
What do you mean you haven't heard yet? You can just come.
Oh, well.
You don't have to be assigned to come. I'm inviting you to come.
Oh, well, that's so kind.
Yeah.
You should come.
I'll get you in.
He knows people.
I know
Good
people.
Good to know.
Over 100 exhibitors. Some really neat exhibits, too, this year. Some unique things, which we'll talk about when we get closer, maybe next week. Some things that you might not be expecting. One of the things I'm excited about is those the Spine and Motion guys, because I was over that store the other day. Have you been in there?
Neat stuff.
This is behind the
we did a ribbon cutting over there. It's
Fresh Market.
Yep.
They have Carly. They have all sorts of massage chairs.
Ooh.
I was in there in the middle of the work. I made the mistake of being in there in the middle of the workday with Jennifer
bad
Little,
idea.
and I sat down in one of those things and turned it on. It massages everything from your feet to the top of your head.
Oh wow!
And I think they're going to have some of those at the show that you can actually demo.
That's cool.
That'll be a popular booth.
People are falling asleep.
So if you need a nap, yeah.
That's pretty
And, of course, we're going to be giving away our Dream Kitchen giveaway, 100% brand new kitchen for you. And we're going to give away a ticket to that coming up here in just a few minutes. 13 minutes after 7 o'clock. Baseball in town today. And, McGee, the weather looks good. East Carolina and Campbell today. And I'm excited about the fact, speaking of ECU football, that ECU football coach Donnie Kirkpatrick's son, who is a freshman, Davis Kirkpatrick, who just this is his first year with the East Carolina baseball team. He's actually going to be on the mound starting pitcher today. Mm-hmm. That's a big deal for a freshman to get a start on a Division I baseball team, isn't it?
I agree. And Campbell last season, if you remember, took 2 from the Pirates, and I think this is it's a big game. I think ECU certainly wants to kind of
so we lost to them twice
last season, and now you're going to start Davis Kirkpatrick, who's a freshman, here in Clark LeClaire game. You certainly want to win, and this would be ECU needs to get a win here because they face Virginia this weekend, and Virginia, as is the case every season, is very good again. So you want to go and pick up this midweek win, and it's a big game for the freshmen.
Do we play at Virginia?
Yes, at Virginia.
Is Kevin McMullen still up there?
I believe he is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Kevin was the assistant head coach here under Keith LeClaire, and when Coach LeClaire got sick, Kevin pretty much became the head coach for a year.
Yeah.
And did a great job that year. So, and now he is the number 2 guy, I believe, at University of Virginia. He was anyway. Been up there a while.
He has been.
So first pitch today at 4 o'clock at Clark LeClaire Stadium.
Yep, that's it.
So get out there. The weather actually looks pretty good. 64 for a high. And, there is some increasing cloudiness, but actually the weather, I think this afternoon at 4 o'clock is going to be pretty darn near perfect. So if you can sneak out a little early from work or stop by on the way home from work, support the Pirates tonight, that's a good cause. Yeah, absolutely. All right, 15 minutes after 8 o'clock, Carly Swain has news headlines and more as we roll through Tuesday morning, February the 18th. I also, we got off on the teacher pay issue again this morning because of the Reflector's article, the editorial today, but I didn't give people a chance to call in and give their opinion of yesterday's debate, and I promised to do that because I had a lot of people after the debate yesterday about the Greenville City Council's repeal process and the fact that they're probably going to vote to repeal this for unrelated rule in the university neighborhood. And I thought that yesterday's debate between Marion Blackburn and Jim Blunt went very well. If you have a comment on that, I'll give you a few minutes here. We'll try to take some calls on that at 561-8255, 561-8255. I know the guys on Greenville Grit are going to cover this again tomorrow night. The former city council person, Dennis Mitchell, is going to be on with Terry Williams and Michael Overton tomorrow night. And they are going to talk about this some more. Of course, Dennis was on the council when they passed the for unrelated rule. And my feeling about it is they haven't got enough data yet to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think they should wait another year before they make any decisions. Any moves that they make right now just look personal, in my opinion. So what do you think? 561. Although I will say that I thought Jim Blunt and Marion both made their cases pretty well, and it's a tough call for the city council. What do you think? 561-8255. 561-8255. Speaking of Michael Overton, is that you, Michael?
This is me, Henry. How you doing this morning?
All right, the host of Greenville Grit, along with Terry Williams, tomorrow night at 6:30. You guys are doing a great job with that show, by the way.
Well, I appreciate it, and it's ironic you're bringing up the four unrelated rules. Tomorrow night's show is about four unrelated rules, so
yeah,
we got a lot to talk about there.
Did you see the debate or hear the debate yesterday?
What now?
Did you hear the debate yesterday or see it on TV?
Yeah, I was able to hear most of it, and a couple of things we'll talk about on the show tomorrow night. That I believe there's just an error when you look at how much money that was put into the market. Jim said, I think about $5 million over the last year was put in there. An assumption is made that they may have done that anyway without the four unrelated rule. And I think my argument from being in commercial real estate is that the numbers don't lie. And when you increase the amount of rental income a property can bring in, you therefore increase the value of that property's worth. And for an assumption to be made that...
And the other thing, too, if you increase the value, you also increase the amount of taxes that are being paid to the city on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
One house can have an increase in value. If it rents for $400, $450 a month, that one house can have an increase in value of $30,000 to $35,000. Multiply that times 45 houses. And that shows you the potential increase in the tax base in that area.
Michael, you work in commercial real estate. The decision to do this is one thing, but the motion that was made and did not pass to actually cut these landlords off at the knees right now, in spite of the fact that they've just gone to the bank and borrowed the money to upgrade these houses and that kind of thing. That was kind of off the scale, was it not? Because you're talking about a city council saying to some of Greenville's best business people, we don't. What's more important to us is winning this battle, and if you end up having problems with your bank, that's your problem. And that was the one thing about that whole episode of the city council meeting last Thursday night that bothered me the most, because they keep saying, Marion keeps saying, Calvin, we're not anti-business, but it's hard to interpret that anyway other than we don't care what happens to the business people on this.
Well, exactly, and I think that's the concern I have is that it's all political. It's all political. They ran their entire campaign on wanting to repeal it, so the numbers don't matter to them. What matters to them is a small contingent, in my opinion.
Right.
Just wants the rule to go away, and I must say it was definitely heated. But Dennis Mitchell will be on tomorrow night. Said you got 3 people who ran for city council that are going to be on the show tomorrow night, and I don't think any of the 3 of us would have been in support of a citywide foreign-related rule, but we see the importance and the benefits to this area. I mean, $5 million in investment is significant.
All right, Michael, we'll be watching tomorrow night and listening to you on Greenville Grit every Wednesday night at 6:30. And then, by the way, of course, it's on 103.7 and Cable 7. Then we replay it on Cable 7 twice after that on Friday nights at 6:30 and then Saturday mornings at 9:30.
All right, Henry. Y'all have a good day.
All right, bud. Thank you. 561-8255. All right, I thought we had a caller there. We lose him? All right, if you want to get in, we'll take some more calls on that later. All right, let's get a break in, and we'll come back. Carly's going to have news headlines, and then we're going to be joined by the guys to tell us about this huge Meet the Pirates event coming up on Friday night here in Greenville with Chris Johnson, Jeff Blake, Dwayne Harris, Vontae Leach, Willie Smith, Terrence Copper, Steve Logan, and Coach Ruff. It's a big Meet the Pirates night for Sportworks Ministry Friday night. We'll tell you more about it right after this. Be right back. On location at Vantage South Bank here in Greenville, and I've got 3 friends with me, Shannon Houchins, Ann Cato, and my friend Greg Steele. Going to talk to these ladies about the mortgage lending division here at Vantage South in a moment. But Greg, of course, is the market president for Vantage South, and that's a name that everybody's learning here in Eastern North Carolina, but it's still kind of a new name. Greg, tell us about the transition, how things are going.
Henry, I think things are going very well. In April of last year, we acquired East Carolina Bank, which is a well-known Eastern North Carolina banking organization, and our transition and our merger with them has gone well. We continue to try to first treat customers the way we want to be treated, provide good service, and our bank is large enough that we can offer a wide array of products that hopefully folks can see a benefit to, and we just are enjoying helping the community and being involved in the community as well. So we think it's going well.
And I love working with you guys. It's been a great relationship with our company, so we appreciate it very much. All right, let's talk to Ann and Shannon about the mortgage division here. Ann, you are here in the office here at the corner of Red Banks Road and Arlington Boulevard, and you work on, you help people with their mortgages.
That's right. Shannon and I specialize in mortgage lending for the bank. We do loans for purchases, refinance, construction loans. We plan to be at the Home Fest on March 1st to talk with people coming through our booth about those different products.
Looking forward to having you guys as part of Home Fest. And Shannon, you also work with mortgages. Tell us about how that's going here.
It's going very well. I can sort of back up what Greg said. As far as the benefit, I would think customers need to think as far as coming with us would be that we have fantastic communication. We have our own underwriters. We prepare our own closing packages, and the turn time is awesome.
All right, very good. So you'll be able to visit with you, Shannon, and Ann will both be at the Home Fest coming up on March 1st. So stop by their booth. You guys will be there with information. If anybody's thinking about refinancing or they got a need for construction loans or anything like that, you'll be able to help them right there, right?
That's right.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
All right, and Greg, how many locations now here for Vantage South in the Eastern North Carolina area?
In Eastern North Carolina, we have probably 35 locations and others in the Triangle as well, and have 4 offices in Greenville. It's gone well. The transition really has gone well. We have a good team. We have a executive team that is focused on Eastern North Carolina, which I think is very important. So we just want to make sure that everyone knows that we are local. We are Vantage South Bank.
Our friends at Vantage South Bank.
From the WITN Newsroom, this is your Eastern Carolina News Update on 103.7 WTIB.
Good Tuesday morning. Time now is 8:24, about 37 degrees in Greenville. We begin with breaking news today as a family of 5 escaped an early morning house fire in Martin County that left their home charred. Fire crews tell WITN they got a call around 3:40 this morning to North Broad Street in Everett. Crews said that 3 children and an engaged couple escaped the fire. They were not hurt. That home was fairly old, and crews say its age contributed to the fact that it burned so quickly. Crews were able to get the blaze under control before 5 this morning. They stayed on scene to watch out for hot spots. The cause of that fire still under investigation. A Purple Heart recipient stationed in our state has died of injuries while serving overseas. Master Sergeant Aaron Torina of Paducah, Kentucky, died on February 15th of wounds the Marine Corps says he sustained while conducting combat operations in the Helmand Province. Torian's family told the Marine Corps Times he was killed by an IED. Spring break is safe. That is the word for families in one county as administrators search for ways to make up time lost because of the snow. Pitt County's school district says it will make up the missed time from February 12th cancellation by extending 2 early release days left on the calendar. Those days are March 13th and April 7th. This means schools will operate on a regular schedule on those days rather than dismissing 3 hours early. Finally, this morning, some bold thieves broke into 4 different places in the same town on the same day. That's what we're being told by owners and employees of several businesses. First, at the Sunset Lounge in Chocowinity, bartender Anna Rainier tells us that a hole left in the wall was not there where the intruder entered, but where he left. She says back on February 12th, while the bar was closed due to snow, a person came through the roof, stole a bottle of Jägermeister, then busted out through the wall. 3 other businesses in Chocowinity, Salon 33, Brenda's Florist, and the Chonka Convenience Mart, also tell us they were broken into on the same day. Those 3 stores say their break-ins happened through the roof as well, or through a pried open door. We've asked the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office for details on their investigation. As soon as they get back to us, we'll pass that information along to you. Time now is 8:26 on your Tuesday. That's a look at your WITN News Update. I'm Carly Swain.
Eastern Carolina
Chance of a morning shower getting away to some clouds for the afternoon. Otherwise, should be a pretty good day on tap. High of 64 degrees and should see mainly sunny skies for your Tuesday tonight. Clear skies early, increasing clouds overnight with lows in the low 40s for your Wednesday. A chance of an early morning shower, about a 30% chance, and then clouds for the afternoon with a warm high of 71 degrees for your Wednesday night. Mostly cloudy, lows in the low 40s, and for your Thursday, cloudy skies with highs in the low 70s and lows in the low 60s.
All right, very good. 27 minutes after 8 o'clock. Talk of the town here for a Tuesday morning and a warm day. Thank goodness for some warm temperatures coming our way. Mm-hmm. And thank goodness for this big event coming to Greenville on Friday night. A lot of former Pirates coming back to town, highlighted by Dwayne Harris and Steve Logan. Going to be a big deal coming up Friday night at the Murphy Center. The big Meet the Pirates event with some of the former Pirates and some of the big NFL stars, including Jeff Blake. So stand by. When we come back, we'll tell you all about it and tell you how to get tickets. Be right back.
HomeFest 14 is coming up on March 1st at the Greenville Convention Center from 9 to 5. We have a new store in Greenville, and they're going to be at the Convention Center that day. This is Rob with Spine in Motion. So, Rob, I know you're excited to come out to the Home Fest and show everybody all the products at Spine in Motion. What will you guys be carrying at the show?
In the Spine in Motion booth, we're going to have inversion tables, massage chairs. I'm going to have zero-gravity recliners. I'm going to bring out some contour pillows, foam rollers, a lot of the smaller items that we carry just for general back and neck health.
So anybody that comes to your booth would be able to purchase some of these items as well as try them out and hopefully get some back pain relief that a lot of people have to deal with every single day. So come out to the Home Fest March 1st to look at the products that you can find at Spine in Motion.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
HomeFest 14 is coming up on March 1st at the Convention Center from 9 to 5. Charles Tudor, General Manager of Ferguson's, who's been in the show several years, is here today to tell us what you can see at HomeFest 14th. First of all, Charles, what do people shop for at Ferguson's?
We have a showroom there that displays our plumbing, lighting, and appliances. And if you're a homeowner or a builder and you're in the process of building or remodeling a house, you can come in and make decisions about the various plumbing, lighting, and appliances you might need for your new home.
And at HomeFest 14th, I'm assuming you're going to have a lot of those products out there.
Absolutely, yes. We're going to have some of the products on display, literature, and some of our associates there to answer and greet customers.
So come out to HomeFest 14th on March 1st from 9 to 5 at the Greenville Convention Center and see Ferguson's and many other businesses.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco.
All right, big event coming up. If you are a Pirate fan, you will not want to miss this. This is a huge event coming up. We have Meet the Pirates every year before the football season starts, but this is a special Meet the Pirates. This is you're going to meet some old guys, some guys. I'm looking down this list. You got some guys here that actually built the program here, including guys like Jeff Blake and Dwayne Harris and Terrence Copper and Steve Logan, and of course some of the young guys and newer players too, Coach Ruff will be there, and let's talk about it. We'll find out who's going to be there. Vontae's going to be there. It's the special Meet the Pirates event coming up on Friday night at the Murphy Center at 6 o'clock. It's all to benefit Sportworks Ministries, and here to talk about that, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who founded Sportworks Ministries, Chuck Young. How are you, sir?
We're doing great. Thanks for having us.
Good to see you. Well, good to see you.
Appreciate it. We're looking forward to this a bunch.
It's going to be a big night.
Yes.
And Mike Aman is here. Mike, of course, is One Source. Is it still One Source Communications?
That's correct.
One Source Communications, and everybody says One Source. So I wasn't sure you dropped the communications. Mike is the marquee sponsor for this event and has stepped up to help make this thing a big success on Friday night. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
Good to see you. Thank you for what you do, especially here. All right, Chuck, let's talk about this event. It's going to be a full night with a lot of folks, and I think the big news here, you always have big names for this event every year, but the big thing this year is Steve Logan's coming back for the first time in many, many years. Coach Logan came back and was inducted into the Hall of Fame this past fall. Got a great reception here in Greenville, and I think all of a sudden he's excited about coming back and seeing some of his friends every now and then. So you're at the top of his list. You guys were very close during his years.
Well, I mean, I came in at a certain time. He'd been here a while, but he was part of. I mean, there's no way around it. He helped start. He said, "Come on." We didn't know what it was going to look like, but he said, "Come on," and got behind it. And what it is now evolved out of kind of he and I just hashing out what does he need? How can we best help? At the same time, make sure that these guys hear about Jesus and get walking in the right way.
So he might have been the co-founder of Sportworks Ministries.
He's right alongside there. Maybe Joyce Stroud might get the most because she stopped him long enough to say, "Hey, you need to sit down with these guys."
Well, Stroud, she was kind of the traffic director back in the. She was the traffic cop. All right, tell us about the event Friday night. What's it going to be, and who's going to be there in the whole 9 yards?
I'm going to have Mike. Mike's kind of really headed this thing. I'm going to let him walk you through it.
I'd be glad to. So we're starting at 6 o'clock this Friday night at the Murphy Center over at the athletic complex. And We've got, as you mentioned earlier, the former Pirates coming back. Jeff Blake, Dwayne Harris, Vontae Leach, Super Bowl champion. Vincent Smith, former Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys. Brian Remph, Terrence Copper, Emmanuel McDaniel. And you just talked about Coach Logan, who helped really get the ministry started with Chuck and allowed that to come in. And Coach McNeil and actually Jeff Charles, the voice of the Pirates, is going to be our special guest MC as well.
And Jeff's doing great, which is awesome. And so people have a chance to visit with Jeff. You hadn't seen him since he's come back on the men, which is good news.
Yes.
All right, now what is the actual event? What's going to take place on Friday night?
All right. Well, at 6 o'clock, we're from 6 to 7. We're just going to have a social where whoever comes and attends the event gets the opportunity to meet and greet and talk and just fellowship with the players and the coaches. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to start really kick the event off with some live auction items. We've got a lot of these pros are agreeing to sign off on memorabilia, even personalize it for the folks that win it in the live auction. And so we'll have plenty of items that'll be live auctioned off. And then instead of just doing that across the way, having it go just a long-term live auction, we're going to sprinkle in ministry moments to just help people understand what SportWorks ministry is all about.
So it's going to flow pretty nicely.
Yes.
And I don't think you mentioned it, but dinner is included too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Dinner is included. Yeah. Food and beverage will be there. You'll be able to have a meal out of that. Yep.
That sounds good. So, it sounds like the type of format where you'll actually be able to kind of mingle around, have your picture made with Jeff Blake or Coach Logan or Dwayne Harris if you want to. And that's correct. That's what you're kind of going for, right?
Yes, it is.
And everybody's not familiar with SportWorks Ministries, Chuck, but tell folks what it is you do.
Oh, well, that's somewhat they'll get to see if they come the first time. Well, you were the first one to have some video taken of us one year to try a video, and that was a long time ago. Now we've kind of updated that this year.
Was my hair a different color then?
Well, I think both of us had a little different colored hair at that point. But we are a ministry to the student athletes. Where we kind of come alongside a team at a time. And so we're primarily with football, baseball. We've begun working with track in the last few years. The idea that there are a lot of campus ministries and they say, here's when we meet, come on, and our athletes can't make those. They're in study hall, they're lifting weights, so we wanted to have a ministry that geared to each team so that we knew that it was built around their schedule. We're here to serve you. And then with these teams, we've got devotion time and coaches' Bible studies. But these teams come for dinner once a week to the house. So we've got 3 different nights of dinner and then Bible study. And then I'm just around, to be able to talk with, to meet with.
And to clarify, before somebody starts something, it is not sanctioned by the university, and you do it all at your home. You do hang around if the guys want you during practice and stuff like that if they've got a need, and that happens, right? These guys come to you with their problems, and you're just there for them.
Absolutely, and then more and more of these schools have begun to kind of follow that model. Carolina's hired an FCA guy, and now State has.
Was it you or Logan that said it's ministry by walking around?
My wife yelled at me just because it was kind of a Young Life term. It was creative loitering, and she made me promise I'd never use that term again. But
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
It was being available.
You were talking about other schools that are doing it. I interrupted you.
No, just there are more and more schools that just, for whatever reason, football more than any other team, it's kind of seen as a value that we've got that many bodies of young men that come in and suddenly need somebody, and certainly I believe that all of them need Jesus. So we put Bibles in their hands and make sure they understand what the Bible has to say about life and want to see them follow.
Well, you see these kids out on the football field, the baseball field, the basketball court, and they're huge, strong, amazing athletes, and you forget they're 19, 20, 21-year-old kids, 18-year-old in some cases, and they've just left home and they're kind of transitioning into a new stage of their life. And, Chuck, I know from my days being that age, it would have been nice to have had somebody to sit down and just say, hey, you know what? I need somebody to talk to about some things, and that's what you do for these athletes.
Yeah, they need a place. I mean, we have, and things happen. We had a car wreck last week.
Yeah,
so there's a room full of coaches and family and players that want answers. They want to know what's the truth, and they want hope. And I don't think you find that outside of the Bible. So we get to pray with them and share with them and get them to understand and to see life, that this is short. I mean, Solomon said we're all can't escape it. We're all going to die.
I know you were involved in that last week. That must have been quite a moment to have an opportunity to go in there and be with Terrell Stanley and the players and try to give them some comfort. And God bless you for being there for them.
Huge time on Sunday, because Sunday's the day that they were able to take the tubes out that were helping him breathe, and he had to stay sedated while he had that tube. And so your mom and dad are just waiting for the chance to look him in the eye and know that he knows they're there and talk to him. And so Sunday that happened, and it's been great to see the improvement and that God's hand, he did improve.
Yeah. Just another example of what you do, Chuck. You've done a great job with this Sportworks Ministries for how many years now? It's probably been 20 years, hasn't it?
Well, 16 years.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh yeah.
Are you still in the same house? I remember all the football players used to cram into your small house over there, and your wife would cook for them. And
we're in our fourth house for different reasons. We've been in this one a while, though. This is one's going to stay. It's right behind the softball stadium, and so we've knocked.
So they can walk.
Well, we've knocked walls out and opened everything up as much as we can open it up, and 50 football players will fill up playing.
Do you
in a
have
hurry.
50 come to your house at a time for dinner?
We will quite often, especially through the fall, have at least 50
Do
guys.
you guys cater that, or does your wife
that eat
cook?
like 100?
No, my wife cooks, and I cook, and the whole family, and that's just what doesn't.
That's got to be cheap.
Oh yeah, That's why we need people to buy tickets.
Yes, we do.
That's why we all need to support this on Friday night. All right, Mike, how much are the tickets? And I know you only got 400 seats available in the Murphy Center. So my understanding is you're getting pretty close to full. What's the situation with tickets right now?
Well, tickets are $150, and really the only way you can purchase those now is by going to our website, and that's sportworksministry.org.
And the sport is singular.
Yes.
A lot of people always say SportsWorks, but it's Sportworks Ministry.org.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're $150, and you can use your PayPal account, credit card to pay for the tickets. And those will be available through 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. After that, we won't be selling any more tickets.
Are there plenty of tickets left? Can people still get tables if they want them? Or?
Well, we're not doing tables this year. This will be kind of a floating social type event. We will have chairs for folks to sit in, but it's not like the typical banquet where you have table sponsors and invite people. So
Right. So it's going to be a floating thing, and you'll stop, and Dwayne Harris will speak. Well, and then, is that the way it's going to work?
Well, actually, the way we've got it planned is we've got some videoed things. One, David Garrard was kind enough. He wasn't able to make it. He's out of the country, but he was sorry that he couldn't be here. But he's worked to sign some memorabilia for us and has also done a video clip. And we'll do some ministry moments in between the live auction items is what we'll do, just to keep it moving and keep it lively.
So it'll be kind of on and off all night with the speakers getting up there and talking.
That's correct.
And you'll hear from Coach Ruff and Coach Logan, which will be neat. But the main thing is they'll be circulating around. You'll have a chance to talk to them, get pictures made, and all that.
Yes.
Great format.
Thank you.
Format. 6 o'clock, Murphy Center, Friday night. Give the website again. If you want tickets, and you might want to spell it out, Mike.
I will. Go to it's sportworksministry.org. That's sportworksministry.org. Sportworksministry.org. They're $150. It'll be a great night. And the most important thing is it supports. This is our main fundraiser for the ministry. And I think about, Jesus told us to feed his sheep. And if there's a ministry that does what the Lord commanded, it would be Sportworks, because we not only feed them physically, and it takes a lot of food to feed those guys, but we're also feeding them God's Word and spiritually. So this is a great ministry. So if you can come out and support us and support what Sportworks is doing, what God's doing through Sportworks, that'd be great.
And I do need to mention, I mentioned Chris Johnson earlier, but I don't want to be accused of false advertising. You did find out yesterday or the day before that he is not going to be able to make it because he's got some knee surgery going on, right?
That is correct. He texted me. He had planned on coming. We actually overnighted all his stuff to sign since he told me I had to have knee surgery, and I'm going to go through rehab. So he's not going to make it to this event. But again, we've got some great former Pirate pros that are coming.
Mention again who's going to be there, just for folks. Yeah.
Thanks, Henry. We've got Jeff Blake coming, Dwayne Harris, Vontae Leach, Vincent Smith, Brian Rempf, Terrence Copper, Emmanuel McDaniel, and of course, former head coach, the winningest coach of all time football in our football program, Coach Steve Logan, Ruffin McNeil, and of course, the voice of the Pirates, Jeff Charles, is going to be our MC.
All right, very good. It's coming up Friday night, 6 to 8 at the Murphy Center. Did we cover it all, Chuck?
We got it. I appreciate it a bunch.
Thank you for all you do, my friend.
Yeah,
and Mike, thank you for stepping up. I guess you're not only the sponsor, but the chair?
If you want to call it that for this event, I kind of took the lead on helping put this together. But I'll just tell you, couldn't do it without the board and all the folks.
Well, I know Tom Brown has been involved for a minute. You want to talk about some of the other folks that are involved?
Yeah,
in this? Because they're all good local business people.
No doubt about it. We've got Tom Brown with Brown and Wood, and Robbie Taylor with Equipment Plus, and Dr. Joe Armand, who serves over in the athletic department, and Michael Chandler and Kenny Jenkins and Joe McClinney and Brad Osborne. So we've got a great board.
Good group, yeah.
Really good group. And Allie Armand does a great job. She's our admin. She does a super job for helping Chuck out.
All right, Chuck, thank you for what you do, my friend. You're amazing. You've been a big asset to East Carolina athletics in Greenville for a long time, and we appreciate what you do.
I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, and Mike, same to you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for having us on
Absolutely.
today.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah,
and I
it's a
hope
blessing.
people will go and buy tickets today.
Yeah.
Got to get them, right, because they're going to be gone.
That's right.
All right, very good. All right, thanks to Chuck and Mike for being here. We're going to get a break, come back, and speaking of sports, McGee with some sports coming up next. Big baseball game here in town this afternoon, 4 o'clock, and it's going to be a great afternoon to sneak out of work and go over there and watch the Pirates. We'll be right back.
Join us for Home Fest 14, Saturday, March 1st at the Greenville Convention Center. Talk with local home and garden experts and enter to win a $20,000 Dream Kitchen Makeover. Home Fest 14 on Saturday, March 1st from 9 to 5 at the Greenville Convention Center.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Here is a track from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true, yeah.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit topdogonline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
Is coming up on March 1st at the Greenville Convention Center from 9 to 5. Super excited about the show. One of the reasons is because Ferguson's is going to be there again. And Nancy Ann Beeman, who is a showroom consultant, is here to tell us what you can expect to see at the Ferguson booth at Home Fest 14. Hi, Nancy Ann.
Hey, we're really excited. We're going to have all kinds of things out, from all the greatest lighting looks to your kitchen accessories and kitchen faucets, sinks, all the way to your bathroom, anything you'd need to remodel your bathroom.
So building or remodeling, you can come to Ferguson's and get everything from start to finish of all the appliances, fixtures, and everything.
Yeah.
And you'll see a lot of that at the Home Fest, right?
Yeah, you can sit with us, and from your plumbing package to your lighting package to your appliance package, we help you from start to finish or work with your contractor.
Great. Come out to HomeFest 14th to see Nancy Ann and everybody from Ferguson's at their booth at the HomeFest 14th on March 1st.
Join us for HomeFest 14 Saturday, March 1st at the Greenville Convention Center. Talk with local home and garden experts and enter to win a $20,000 Dream Kitchen Makeover. HomeFest 14 on Saturday, March 1st from 9 to 5 at the Greenville Convention Center.
All righty then. Welcome back. It's 12 minutes in front of 9 o'clock. And it's Tuesday morning, February the 18th. Good to have everybody here. That's going to be a neat event Friday night. I'm looking forward to that. I think it's really cool that Coach Logan now, let's just be honest. There was a time when he didn't feel comfortable coming back to Greenville after the way things ended for him here. And it just warms my heart to see. He got such a great ovation when he was at halftime of the ECU football game, and people treated him so nice. And I think he and Laura really enjoyed being here, and I'm sure they're going to enjoy this on Friday night. So Steve Logan coming back and being one of the featured speakers at Sportworks on Friday night at the Murphy Center. I think it's a big deal. I'm excited about it.
I agree.
All right, still to come, our kitchen giveaway this morning, our ticket giveaway for HomeFest 14. We're almost at the end of the show, so it's going to happen in the next 11 minutes. So stand by for that, and we'll qualify somebody to win that brand new kitchen remodeling project for your very own home. But first, let's do sports. Our sports update this hour brought to you by Cellular Warehouse and our friend Toby Williams at Cellular Warehouse. Here's McGee on sports.
A guy you just heard Chuck Young talk about, ECU defensive end Terrell Stanley, who was seriously injured in an automobile accident on the 12th of February, has been upgraded to good condition, according to Vidant Medical Center Monday afternoon. Stanley had been listed in critical condition for the last 6 days, so certainly good news for Stanley and his family and the Pirate football family as well. ECU back in action on the Diamond this afternoon as they will take on Campbell. The Camels are 3-0 after sweeping LaSalle over the weekend. They scored 28 runs in the process. ECU 2-1 after taking 2 of 3 from James Madison. Local product Davis Kirkpatrick will get the start tonight for the Pirates. 4 o'clock first pitch inside Clark LeClaire Stadium. College basketball, FSU was up 21-6 in that game to watch North Carolina rally and eventually win 81-75, 23 points for freshman Kennedy Meeks. Coming up tonight, number 5 Duke on the road at Georgia Tech, a 9 o'clock tip-off there. Number 14 Virginia at Virginia Tech. NC State, a 7 o'clock tip-off at Clemson, and ECU back in action on Thursday night hosting Louisiana Tech. And an Olympic update, Merrill Davis and Charlie White became the first Americans to win gold in ice dancing. The U.S. now tied with Russia for the medal count lead at 19. Germany leads the way with gold medals with 8.
All right, very good. Our sports update this hour brought to you by Cellular Warehouse. So since I've been talking about Toby Williams and the way that Cellular Warehouse works, people have been calling me asking for his number. So get a pen if you want Toby's number, and I'm going to tell you how to get Toby, because the concept here is a cellular store on wheels. They come to you instead of you having to go to the cellular store. The concept of Cellular Warehouse is that Toby Williams and his staff, he's got 2 other salespeople on the road every day, all day, and they come to you when you need something. If you need a new cell phone, you need some equipment, you need a new line added, or you need to change something about your service, these guys get in their car and come to you instead of you having to get in your car and drive to them. And that's the way Cellular Warehouse works. They've got a team that comes directly to your office, your work site, your farm. Anywhere you want to meet, they'll come to you if you just call them and tell them, hey, I need a new cell phone. I got a cell phone that broke. I got a problem. I need to add a line. My wife's phone's not working. We need to get that working. Whatever. They actually come to your home, or they'll come to your office. They cover entire eastern part of the state from Elizabeth City to Wilmington, pretty much anything I-95 east. No more standing in line for someone to call your number. You call their number. They show up to help you. And they specialize in helping doctors, insurance agents, farmers, construction firms, real estate agents, government agencies. People don't have time to get in the car and go to the cell store, so they come to you instead. It's the best system that I've seen yet in terms of customer service on cell phones, and it costs you nothing to allow their team to do a quick analysis of your current plan to make sure you're not spending too much money. All right, here's the number. The gentleman's name is Toby Williams. He's a great guy. You'll love Toby. Toby's a terrific gentleman, and he lives right here in Pitt County. He's also got Carla Sutherland and Candy Kent that work the eastern part of the state with him. Here is the telephone number if you need cell service. They're a United States Cellular, U.S. Cellular dealer. It's 252-799-7051. Again, the number for Toby Williams at Cellular Warehouse is 252-799-7051 for service in your house or your office on your cell phone needs. Cellular Warehouse. All right, it's 7 minutes in front of 9 o'clock. Let's do it. Let's give away a pass to Home Fest right now. Lines are open. We're going to take caller number 5 at 561-8255, 561-8255. Caller number 5, right now you have a free ticket to Home Fest 14 and you're qualified to win a brand new kitchen remodel. Your entire kitchen will be turned over. We're going to hand you a brand new kitchen in your home if you win. But you got to qualify, and you can do that if you're caller number 5 right now. 561-8255. We'll qualify somebody right after this.
Home Fest 14 is coming up on March 1st at the Greenville Convention Center, and we have Don, who's with U.S. Home Exteriors, who was also in the show last year. So, Don, tell us what you can, those that are coming to the show can see at U.S. Home Exteriors booth.
Oh boy, we're going to have some great windows to show people, and an energy blanket that they can put in their attic that will guarantee will save them 25% on their heating and cooling bills. And we're celebrating our 10th year in business, first full year here in Eastern North Carolina, so we're going to have some really great specials going on.
Well, it was a big show last year, so we hope a lot of people will come out again and go to the booth at U.S. Home Exteriors. So come out on March 1st. You can see Don with U.S. Home Exteriors and their staff that they'll have there. So see you on March 1st at the Greenville Convention Center.
Tax time is new car time at Greenville Toyota. Bring us your tax refund and we'll match your refund up to $4,000 towards a new Toyota. That's right, if you've got a refund, you've got a down payment and we'll match it up to $4,000. Your $4,000 becomes $8,000 with the Greenville Toyota match. Need credit? Come see us. Our goal is 100% credit approval. And who will give you more for your trade? Guaranteed? Greenville Toyota. Plus, with the Greenville Toyota Advantage, you save money and time. Use your tax refund as your down payment because tax time is new car time at Greenville Toyota.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy Membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
Join the Pirates this season as baseball and softball swing for the fences in their last CUSA season. An action-packed baseball season ticket starts at $100 and features Ohio State plus in-state rivals NC State and North Carolina. Your $30 softball season ticket includes 7 series and is the best deal in town. Order your season ticket today by calling 800-DIAL-ECU or visit ECUPirates.com. Join us at the ballpark this spring at ECU.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we are empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
3 minutes in front of 9 o'clock on Talk of the Town on Tuesday morning, February the 18th, and we have a winner on the telephone with us right now. Samantha Miller of Ayden. You are caller number 5. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning.
How are you?
Better than I deserve.
I doubt that. Samantha, you are caller number 5. You got a free ticket to the home show, the Home Fest 14 coming up, our home and garden show coming up with the Home Builders Association here in Pitt County, coming up a week from Saturday. And now you're in the drawing for a new kitchen. Could you use a new kitchen at your house?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, you maybe some new. What would be the most exciting thing about a new kitchen for you?
I would love to get a stove.
I think
I love to bake.
I think Ferguson's going to hook you up with that if you win. You'll get the stove. You'll get all the appliances from Ferguson. You'll get new kitchen cabinets from Garris Evans. Going to get new countertops from the nice folks at Aspen Tops. You're going to get brand new flooring from our folks Boyd's Carpet and Flooring. Get it out. And Jason Boyd, my old friend. And Jason's going to take care of that. And Bostic Suggs going to get you a new dinette set. How about them apples? And
That sounds good.
and of course, 24 Restore is going to come in and take everything out and store it in a storage room that Eddie Stallings is providing for us at Stallings Mini Storage out on B. Stokes Road. And then 24 Store, when everything's finished, they'll come in and clean it up, restore it, and make it spick and span for you, and they'll hand you back a brand new kitchen 100%. You don't have to raise a finger. How about them apples?
Sounds great.
All right, Samantha, thank you very much. Our staff will be in touch with you more details, and of course the drawing will take place around 4 o'clock. You must be present to win, so clear your calendar. I hope you win.
Thank you.
All right, Samantha Miller of Aiden this morning. All right, we're done for today. Thanks to all our guests. Good to have Chuck Young and Mike Aman with us this morning. Don't forget the big Meet the Pirates event Friday night at the football stadium at the Murphy Center. Jeff Blake coming back, Dwayne Harris, Steve Logan, Vincent Smith, Terrence Copper, Vontae Leach. They're all coming back. And you can get tickets at the Sportworks Ministry website. Everybody have a nice day. Enjoy this warm weather. Go see.
Your hometown station.